Hey everyone, GReimer here, coming at you once again from the ZAWA server. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful Friday, and a big shout out and thank you to all of the people who participated in this week's trivia. In case you're wondering, the sign that prevents Wildwood Zoo from facing any legal issues at the hippo exhibit says, "Warning, hippos might eat your leg through bars." The signs posted on the wall or on the fence here say that. So thank you for everyone who got that right. Most of you did, actually. I think there was like 80-some% of you who actually got that right. That was pretty awesome. So tune in later on today, actually, if you're watching this episode when it comes out, for another one of those trivia questions. All right, so today we have some things that we got to get done. We got some penguins to name. You guys killed it. You guys killed it with the naming suggestions once again. And I had to go and whip up some name tags. I actually had to go grind out some levels too and repair my gear too in between episodes because it was starting to get a little weak in the knees. But I'd like to give a big shout out and thank you to Christopher Renshaw and Lord Elpis for suggesting the penguin names that I chose today. They are Skipper, Rico, Kowalski, and Private. And those names are, of course, from the penguins in Madagascar, apparently. According to what you guys have told me in the comment section, that's what they're from. So thank you to you two for naming those. That was a big help because I've actually, I saw parts of Madagascar. I didn't actually see the whole thing. What do you guys think? Should I go watch that movie? Is that a good one? You guys seem to mention it a lot in this. Of course, those are animals. So, all right. Anyway, we're here actually because where's this? We got an Atlantic puffin to add to this aviary. I think last episode I called it an aquarium because I was tired or something. But this is an aviary, and this is the Seabird Aviary right here. And apparently this thing is a type of seabird. It eats fish and whatnot. Oh, I'm flying. And we have fish here. Remember, that's what we're feeding them. So I got to add the Atlantic puffin to this, and shout out to Ruby Sourbeer for naming this one in the comments section. I do read all my comments in case you guys are wondering. So Ruby suggested that I name this Puffy, and I like that name. I think that's awesome. So we're gonna let me grab the book and let's see what Puffy actually is here. Slap this bad boy or girl down here. And what are you? You're a female. You are a tiny little bird. Okay, Puffy, you're a chick. There you go. Welcome to the aviary. All right. Forgot that one when I was putting all of them in there. You stay in there. Oh, I saw one trying to creep out. Yeah, there is that kind of problem. They can kind of sneak out there. All right, let's get over to the penguins and actually add them. All right, guys, look, I did a thing. I added a little suspension bridge right here. That was better than what Maddie's little temporary bridge that she had right there. Still needs a little work in this area, obviously, to pretty it up, but I did it. Hi, elephants. How are you doing on this fine morning? I guess it's probably kind of more afternoon where I'm at. All right, so here we are at the penguin exhibit. I did go ahead and get the path put in here. Like I said, I was going to do between episodes. It's done. I added a little bit of foliage on here, kind of draping over the cave. I think it looks really cool. And it kind of does disconnect this part of the zoo. So that's like kind of separate on its own. But we are going to hop up over here because I got to hop in here. Break my legs, fall into the river. All right, I got to get in here and I got to put down some penguins here. All right, so let's get this guy put away like right here. These are all there's some empty nuts in here. All right, and then, so let's get these penguins put in place here. Let me do a little organizing real fast. All right, let's add some penguins, people. All right, so this first one here is a male, and they can swim. That's good to see. All right, and we're gonna name that one Rico. And then the second one here is a female, and we're gonna name that one Private. Now I know that might not match up with the movie. I don't really know, but you know, I don't really care. In the zoo, we name anything whatever it comes out as. So bam, right here. This one is going to be Kowalski. Kowalski's a dude. And then and this final one will be Skipper. And Skipper is a female. So thank you again to Christopher Renshaw and Lord Elpis for those naming suggestions. You guys actually put the exact same comment about those. That's why I was like, there's something about that. I was like, those are oddly specific names for you guys to both just accidentally mention. But thank you guys for naming those. That was amazing. Now, on to what we're going to do in this episode, though. First, I got to yeet myself out of here. Ow. Yeeted. Successfully. The penguins are in their exhibit. They seem to be enjoying it. Whoa, that one. Okay, so they launched themselves. I wonder if that's going to be a problem. Hopefully they don't launch themselves out of the pen. I don't know if they can go upwards. Whoa, look at them go. Man, they really like to just jump out of the water. All right, so yeah, hopefully they enjoy their exhibit. Because I like how this one turned out. All right, so over here, we are going to be doing some more work in this area. Today, I would like to add a spider monkey exhibit, if I could. Like, I got to fit it in right here, though. All right, so I mentioned I gave it put it up to you guys to decide whether to do the elephant exhibit or the spider monkey exhibit a while ago. You guys wanted the elephant exhibit. You got the elephant exhibit. Wha-bam! I deliver. Yes, bears. Yes, I do. So in today's episode, though, we're going to be doing the spider monkey exhibit. I'm going to try to squeeze it in right here. It doesn't have to be a very large exhibit, but I do have a lot of terraforming to do here to get this suitable for an exhibit. It's also got to be completely enclosed, I believe, because I think these things can climb out. So I'm probably going to have to bust out the glass. Maybe actually design like a little, like a glass building-ish looking thing. It does, like I said, it doesn't have to be too big, though. But I do have to get rid of some of these trees, and I do have to kind of shave down this hillside a little bit. So here we go. All right, I should be able to squeeze him in this place right over here. I'm thinking that'll probably be a good spot for him. Now, I did do a quick wiki search on these guys, and it looks like they are found in tropical areas, like like the southern part of Mexico to Brazil, kind of roughly that area. According to the wiki, that's what it says. I'm not an animal expert, but I'm pretty sure that, whoa! You spin me right around, baby, right around like a record. He's really going, holy cow. Dang, look at him go. I wonder if he'll be there forever. That guy's got to be getting so dizzy. Oh my gosh. Anyway, which one is that anyway? I mean, oh jeez. All right, let me get back to the spider monkeys. That's crazy. I was also growing some more spruce trees so I get the wood because I desperately needed that. It's running really low. I do have kind of an idea of what I want to go for on this, but it's just a vague idea. I don't really have a very good idea. I was thinking like some kind of palisade like corner spires to the enclosure. I'm going to try to squeeze it in right here. It's not going to be a very big exhibit. I don't know how many spider monkeys I even have, so I have to go look for that. I think I have like 2 or 3 or something like that. Hopefully I have 2. I mean, that would make more sense. At least it won't be, the first ones won't be lonely. All right, so let's put away the ground backpack and let's grab the wood backpack. And we're going to get to outlining this this exhibit. Let's grab a bunch actually, because I'm going to need a bunch. We're going to get to outlining this exhibit, kind of where I'm going to be putting it, right around here. There is this path right here that ends abruptly right now, but it's going to continue on this way. And it's probably going to go straight here, and maybe... See, this is we're reaching the end, people. I'm sorry to say, but we're reaching the end of the zoo here. If you look at the map real quick here, this is it. This is the last stretch of land that I have here to fit exhibits. Now, I do plan on doing the spider monkey exhibit right here. This path is going to continue in front of it, which will probably connect to like right here. It's probably a nice big exhibit right here. I'm thinking possibly the rhinoceros exhibit. I wasn't actually going to add that, but I could do it right there. As well as the gorillas need to fit in here, and then maybe even 1 or 2 more. And then that's probably it. So with this path connecting right here, the spider monkey exhibit's gonna have to go right here, tucked in nice and tight against the bear exhibit, where they'll probably get the crap scared out of them. Whoa, leg spike! Crap scared out of them for the rest of their life. All right, let's put down. Bam! That's gonna be the corner. Now I'm gonna outline. I already made a mistake. Bam! That's gonna be the corner. I'm gonna get to work on outlining kind of what I want this exhibit to look like, or where I want it at least, and then I'm planning on kind of like a square rectangular exhibit actually. Right here. That's not right. Neither is that. Actually, I'll leave all of that. Because I got to build up the palisade walls here kind of along the sides here, and then the exhibit's going to be right in here. So give me a second to start putting out these palisade walls. I'm also going to probably have to go grab glass. I think I have a glass backpack. Hold on. Wait. Oh, no, I got glass. All right. So yeah, let me get to work on putting down these corners here, making them look all palisade-like. Okay, something like that. Let's just run smack dab into that wall right there, because I kind of need to do a little parkour over here. Put that back, and actually, you know what? Maybe I better get back down to the ground to do this part. I need to kind of plan this out just a little bit. Little bit. All right, let's get some dirt. Dirt is a good block. Dirt's going to help me do this. Now, the next part, and I don't really... This is like a vague idea. I'm thinking about doing like archways of spruce, maybe. Actually, you know what would make sense? It would actually be better to do archways of this, stone brick, like what I have down here, to make it kind of all blend, be good in feng shui. Let's get up here and get that archway started, probably right here. I'm winging it. I'm winging it, people. Let's knock this down one block right here. All right, and then let's bring it over. All right, something like that. So it's basically up to, and then let's knock this out right here and knock that out right there. Up to, and then over, and then, yeah, strictly. I don't really like that right there. It's also getting nighttime. I don't really like that either. I need to get up there and actually fix that right there. Let me do this maybe before the creepers come and blow me up. Maybe. All right, let's remove that and that. Let's have it go up to, actually. And then this is where this will be right here. Something like that. And that'll cut right across something along those lines. Let's see if I can't do one of these numbers. Nope, missed it. Let's do one of those numbers and remove that. And replace this. And then put that down. Look at that, power nap. Okay. Power nap finished. Okay, so something like this. Let's see if I can't line that up appropriately on the other side. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that on this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it would be right bink there. Okay, let's get up there. So up to, over, and then jump. Got it. Over. All right, something like that. I'm thinking might look just fine. Let's go ahead and tear down all this stuff, and let's take a peek and see what we got. Yeah, it's not too bad. All right, now I'm going to do that on the rest of the sides, get the archways kind of put in there, and then it's time to start working on the top of it. Now, this is basically going to be glass in between here. In fact, I can probably do like this number in here so that it kind of frames it out a little bit, but it's going to be primarily just glass in between here. And that way people have a really good, easy viewing area of the monkeys. I could actually lower this down just one also to kind of make it look like they're inside a pen also, so that kind of might look interesting. Give you the opportunity to almost look down on them just a hair. So I'm going to lower the grass down too also. All right, ta-da! Sweet. All right, so I got the archways put in. Now they're not the same height, but that's fine. That's okay. Not going to really worry about that too much. I don't know if the spider monkeys can climb straight up. I probably should have tested this all, before recording, like any professional would. I didn't. So, oh, actually, speaking of things I didn't do, I didn't remove this block. Jump and take it out. Got it. All right, I didn't do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little thing I like to call winging it. All right, so we're going to, what we're going to do is I'm actually going to probably put a roof on this thing, but I'm going, I could match like the aviary style, but I think I like to stick with glass. Kind of taking a page out of the aquarium book here and actually do something kind of fancy. And I'm just going to, like I said, wing it. I'm going to wing it on this one. So what we're going to do is find the center of this. Of course, naturally, it's an even number, so it doesn't have a center. That's great. Let's go this way. Center? Nope, no center on this one either. Oi! That's gonna make it extra difficult. All right, you know what? We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna take it from here, and I'm gonna come up with a little pattern. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna come up with a little pattern here to make this look not terrible. That's what I'm aiming for. Is not terrible. Not gonna say it's gonna be good. It's not gonna be terrible. All right, I got something. It might be terrible, actually. Not gonna lie. It could be bad. Considering that there is no center, I don't think that's not that bad. Can I land on it? Nope. I wanted to get up there, actually, because I wanted to start putting the glass in. I was up there when I started this clip here, but now I'm not up there now. Let's get up here and do this instead. Do it the old-fashioned way, since I'm apparently off with my elytra today. All right, so let's go ahead and start filling in the glass now. It's gonna be just this kind of chisel glass, what we've been using for all of our exhibits. I think this looks good. I think this will be fine. This should definitely keep the monkeys in there. So I don't think they're gonna be escaping anytime soon. Now this part, this could be a little tricky. All right, so I'm actually gonna need to do something like this. And we're going to just kind of continue this almost like a sloped edge. And it's going to require me to do a little bit of work here. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this in with glass now. And then we might actually, maybe, just possibly, be working on the inside of the exhibit finally. Alright, I got the glass on the ceiling done. I can probably go ahead and remove these bits of dirt here. Don't need those anymore. But what I do need to do is, or I also went ahead and added a couple of just fence posts occasionally here or there along the palisade effect here. Kind of was going to do that throughout the entire zoo, but I sort of forgot somewhere along the line. I think I added it on the main entrance, to be honest. But I think it looks good. Kind of makes it look a little rustic-like. Alright, so let's get to work on the inside of this thing. Now, I do need to go through and put glass along all of this, too, to kind of... It's all going in here. But I'll do that in between some of these clips here as I'm working on the inside of it. I want to get to work on it, so it's going to be like that final part. Sorry, I'm just looking. Yeah, that'll look fine. Okay, so let's get to work on the inside of this thing. Now, a tropical area, hey? Let's get the bat backpack out because we're gonna need some of this for sure. Okay, let's make it a little extra green. Tropical. Okay, so I could probably go sparse with the podzol, which is good because I don't have a whole lot of it. Let's go ahead and let's keep the bat backpack down here. Let's organize some inventory first to make some room, and then we'll get on to building. All right, so a little bit of organization there, a little bit of more inventory space. Let's go ahead and bust up this terrain here real quick. Now, I do need to give the monkeys obviously something to climb on, so I'm going to need to do some kind of tree-ish looking thing in here. Oop. All right, that's going to forever be a path block. All right, so I do need to give them some kind of tree-ish thing to kind of climb on in here, because otherwise they'll probably get pretty bored. Let's see, that should be pretty good for breaking it up right now. Let's go ahead and sprinkle in this stuff. This is going to be the primary block that changes it to look a little bit more like a jungle-esque more, not to mention all the leaves and whatnot. All right, so that looks pretty good. It's a little something missing over here. Looks pretty good. All right, now let's sprinkle in the occasional one of these blocks here or there. I don't want to do the four corners thing. I don't want to kind of get trapped doing that. That would look weird. If any of you have taken any art class and you're doing like a collage, you might have heard your teacher say avoid doing the four corner thing where you basically put one thing in each of the four corners. Doesn't really work unless you're going for some kind of pattern kind of thing like that. But I was in danger of putting too much podzol in one corner, two corner, three corner. I was like, I gotta break that up a little bit, so I did. All right, let's go get the coarse dirt out here and sprinkle this in places as well. And let's see what this ends up looking like when it's all said and done. Now, that looks pretty good for a start. It needs more, though, obviously. That's not quite done. Now, I'll add the path blocks in, I think, later once I get the foliage in, because it's going to be pretty dense with foliage in here, so I don't want to go too crazy right now. Path blocks is just going to kill it once I put something over it. I do have some of this brown terracotta that I wouldn't mind squeezing in places. Didn't actually mean to knock up both of them. Obviously, that's kind of representing more of like a mud texture. Now, they do have mud in the texture, or in this mod pack. But remember, if you remember my dwarf crocodiles, they kind of tend to get stuck in the mud a little too much. So I don't really want to do that. So I use brown terracotta to kind of represent it in a little bit. So that should make this place look a little bit more damp, I guess. More when you're talking about like a tropical area, you're talking about high humidity. You know, that's what I was going for in this area. So I don't want to make this look dry or arid at all. In fact, that might be a little bit too much on the coarse dirt in there as well. But let's see, what other blocks can I throw in there to make this look kind of right? Tell you what, actually, I'm going to probably put some of this chiseled dirt in here, actually. I'm going to take some of these things out and change this up just a little bit. Just the occasional ones here. Because I don't like how this looked with all of that in there. I think I just changed a couple actually works pretty good. Alright, what else we got to make this really look like a tropical area? Now, I could add water, but I don't know if these spider monkeys will drown, and I really don't want another Starsky thing happening in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab some stone, and we'll put a patch of stone in places as well. Something like this actually might be enough, actually. Oops, and we'll put some stone in there too. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Let's start working on the foliage, actually. Let's go ahead and pop all this stuff back in here, because the foliage is where it's going to be really at. That's where things are going to pop. So let's get the leaves backpack. Where is it? Plants? We'll get to plants. We'll get to that soon enough. So I'm going to want to... I should really do the glass. Let me put the glass in at least on most of the sides real fast. All right, there we go. Got the glass put in. Obviously, I got a little pathway here so that I can get in there and actually decorate this. So I have a whole bunch of different type of leaves here, which is kind of fun. I got some willow leaves. I mean, the willow's probably not in a tropical area, but it could actually look like kind of like vines draping down if I use those. So I might use those actually. Obviously, oak leaves and spruce leaves. Yeah, I don't expect to find many spruce trees in a tropical area. But I do like the darker look when you put them behind other leaves. And then, of course, I got just under 2 stacks of jungle leaves. I got to make it work. That's all I got. But let's start off with probably the most important thing, the thing that they're going to be climbing on. I don't really have any jungle wood, but I also don't know if that's a big deal, to be honest. Actually, I could probably make this out of oak and make it work. So we're going to put like a centerpiece, kind of like a custom tree right in here. And we're going to make this pop by putting in a little bit of work. Now, it's not a very big tree. It doesn't have a lot of room in here. And if I am going to put leaves on it, I need to leave room for that. But let's do this, actually, and pop these off and pop that off. So if I'm going to put leaves on this, I'm going to need to leave room for that. But, of course, I could also just not. I mean, when you think about it, I could just leave it because, I mean, they're going to need stuff to climb on. So putting leaves all over it might be more of a hindrance than anything. In fact, I might do that. Hold on. Wait, this might actually work. Maybe I won't put leaves on this thing. I think that might work out better. Let's squid backpack. I need you desperately. Let's go ahead and grab some of these things. These can act as actually like branches or something for them to hang on. Because they're gonna want things like this, right? They're gonna want things to grab onto and hang onto. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably what they're more interested in when you think about it. What they're actually doing in here. They're climbing on stuff. Yeah, so I think I mean, that might be it. I think I just did it. All right. Now, I could actually go ahead and, squid backpack, you have been good to me. Let's go ahead and get out the wood backpack right now. And let's grab a little bit of this here because I kind of put that away a little prematurely. Let's go ahead and pop some of these guys off, and then we'll add a piece or two into the ground to make it look like this is actually dug into the ground, actually, like roots. Something like this. Yeah, and maybe one more back here. Like that. Now, it's getting nighttime. I'm enclosed, so I should be fine. However, I really don't like creepers, and I don't want to, like, go around the corner, kind of lose track of what I'm doing, and get exploded. So let me do a power nap. All right, power nap finished. So that's what it looks like. Man, the bears are really loud out here, but that's what it looks like on the outside. It doesn't look too bad. I'm not too upset with it, really. It's not exactly what I was thinking of, but it'll work. Something is bugging me on it, though, and I kind of want to see if this fixes it. Real quick. Let's see if that fixed it. Kinda. Yeah. Okay, it just looked too 90 degrees. I didn't really like it. Not too terrible now. Okay, we'll roll with it. All right, so let's go ahead and get some of these darker leaves in the corners, where I'm going to be putting a lot of the foliage. We're going to try to get them blended in like so. All right, now we're going to sprinkle in some other leaves. Are going to blend this all in because this has got to have heavy foliage in it. This area is going to be packed full of foliage. And so there'll be some ground here, obviously, but I do want like it heavily overgrown in this area. And then where's those willow leaves, by the way? So I want to get them somewhere in here too, because I want to put away the dirt. Whatever. I got tons of grass. Let's get up here. And let's get the willow leaves back. What I want to do is I want to get these kind of up high, actually, and so that it looks like these things are kind of drooping down in the background here. Something like that should be fine. Now, I know this covers up the, oh, let me get this out so I can dig through faster. I know this covers up the light that's coming through there. That's okay. I'm not going to be putting them all over the place. I am, however, going to be putting them in places just so that it looks like we have like vines and stuff growing off the ceiling without actually placing vines, because those things can be a little messy and a little cumbersome when it comes to trying to manage this, you know. So like right here, for example, I'm going to drape this one down. So that way it looks like stuff just hanging off the ceiling here a little bit. Let's go ahead and remove these. See what I'm talking about? Yeah, something like that. No, I don't like that. Maybe one more somewhere over in this area, and then that's all. I don't need to do any more than that. Let's go ahead and put these in real fast. That's a little too high. Hold on, let me back down a little bit. So I think this will work pretty good for the willow leaves. I think this will look pretty interesting for them. I did not mean to do that. Wanted to get that right there. All right, something like this. And let's knock ourselves down here just a peg or two. All right, let's see how this looks from the outside. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, that, I mean, wow. I think I forgot a piece of glass there. What? Let me grab that real quick. All right, that's replaced. But oh yeah, look at this. Let's take a step back and look at this. Look at that. It looks overgrown. That's what I was going for. Already, that's way better. I love those willow leaves up there. I think that's a fantastic touch. Okay, so now we have to just do a little bit of work down at the bottom here. I think I'm done with the spruce leaves entirely. I didn't need to add too many of them anyway. But let's go ahead and we're going to add in the jungle leaves now. And I'm going to be sprinkling in occasionally the oak leaves as well, just to kind of mix up the textures a bit. So that it's not just all jungle leaves throughout here. Yeah, all right, that's good there. All right, so let me get done doing all this jazz here, and then we're gonna actually see what we have for a finished final result. And hopefully it looks like a good place for spider monkeys. That's what I'm talking about. That looks pretty good. All right, now because like I said, now I'm gonna add a little bit of the path blocking in here. Obviously I didn't before because a lot of this gets covered up here. So there wasn't much sense in worrying about it until I got to this part anyway. So let's go ahead and pop that out actually. Grab some of this. And we're gonna put that in there so that the texture kind of matches up a little bit. Even though that one is sideways, it should be fine. It should look good to the brief, quick glance. All right, that looks pretty good. Now there is still one thing that I can do, but first I gotta organize my inventory again. Jeepers, this is a never-ending thing. Let's go ahead and get the leaves backpack, wherever that is. Yeah, there it is. And let's throw all these guys back in there. I think we're done with the leaves. We definitely did a number on that. Let's grab the plants backpack, and let's see what we got in here that looks a rainforest-like. Now, these things are pretty green, and they definitely look rainforest-like, but I don't actually have a lot of space in there at this point. So let's get some of these. These definitely look rainforest-like. I don't have a lot of space in here, so I gotta really kind of space this out the best I can. Do I have anything else? I want to get some other stuff in here. This thing looks nifty. Let's see if we can't slap this bad boy someplace. I can't really place it on that. Oh, I can place it there, though. That looks good. Now, leaves would be a good thing. I think I had some, like, leaves on the ground. I think I had some in here, actually. Yeah, a leaf pile. Let's go ahead and just sprinkle some of these in places, too, to kind of make it look a little bit more overgrown, also. Let's put the rest of those back. Anything else in the plants that I can use to really make this sell for a tropical rainforest-like area? Some of these things might look pretty good, actually. We're looking at the bright greens here is what we need. Stuff like this, and going back there, too. I hear an Enderman. Is there an Enderman in there? I still need to light that place up in there. I bet you there's an Enderman in there. Dang it. All right, I'll deal with him later. All right, so what do you guys think? Does this look good? Oh, there's actually, that backpack. Where are you? I need you desperately. There it is. Let's grab some pebbles. We're going to squeeze these in here in various places. Not too many of them, though, actually, honestly. It doesn't. Let's see, maybe one more back. Never mind. I'm not going to put one more in there. Just two. Two's fine. I think that's going to be it, though. I think that's all I'm going to have to do to that. Now, spider monkeys. Let's talk about this. We got a real serious discussion we got to have. Like, how many are there? All right, I'm going to need names for them, and I'm leaving that up to you guys again because I am terrible at naming things. I'm also going to have to jazz up the outside of this a little bit, like this pathway right here. Doesn't look too bad, actually, but I wouldn't mind putting some more foliage on this hillside right here to kind of blend it in, especially like this part right here so it blends in and it goes over like this. I think that'd be good if I added some more bush piles there. There is a creeper in there. There's a zombie right there. He's not even in anything. Die, zombie. Creeper right there. Okay, there is a... He'll despawn. Alright, let's get on out of here because those things are creeping me out. See if I can fly. Yay, I'm flying. All right, so now let's go back to the little hidden work area over here, and we are going to figure out how many spider monkeys I actually have. So I actually have 6 spider monkeys. Now, this is not a very large exhibit for 6 spider monkeys, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 in here. I don't want to crush them in here. I probably should have counted first, and maybe I would have made this exhibit a little bit bigger. But yeah, I think I'm going to put 3 in here. So I need 3 names, people. I got 3 spider monkeys right here. I need 3 names. If you guys could come up with those in the comment section, I would very, very, very much appreciate it. You guys have been killing it so far in the entire duration of this series, so thank you so much for that. But I think I'm going to wrap this episode up here. We did a lot of fun building here. We got the spider monkey exhibit built. Now I just need names for those, so please, please. And thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode. I will be back next week. Keep an eye out for the trivia question. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and bye-bye.